Yeah, what's up, the
Yeah,
international family? I'm glad you're back. We got another interview on the air, and we got the homie Robert. I can't really pronounce his last name, but
Stoddard, bro.
there
It's
you go,
Robert
Robert.
Stoddard.
Introduce yourself to the viewers.
All right. What do you call your viewers?
I just whatever you want to call them. I just call them family,
The family. All
the
right. I'll call
homies.
the. All right. All right. I'll say. Okay. All right. Hello, family. My name is Robert Stoddard. I am a. I could say I could call myself a creator. I create things. Um, I love to explore many different options, many different creative mediums, and express myself through these creative mediums. Um, that's it. Basically, that's what I do.
All right,
That's
Robert.
it.
And before we start as well, all of our links to our socials will be down in the description below and on the screen right here. You can add Mr. Rob on any of his medias as well as myself.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, continuing. Robert,
Yes.
Rob,
What's up, man?
tell me about your brands. Why?
My
Yeah,
brands.
tell me about your brands. I know you got a handful. I know your name, and go
All right.
ahead. Which one do you want?
All right. So let me start off with Divine Principles. Divine Principles is a Instagram media. It's called like a media type of. Uh, it's like a media museum full of different quotes from different creative people, like filmmakers, photographers, actresses, even philosophers and psychologists, and it's basically sharing many different quotes that those people have said, and also I post my own quotes. And the point of that type of media or type of page is to inspire young creatives to go after it, to go after their dreams. Um, that's why it's called Divine Principles because uh, the principles that I post on there are supposed to help creatives create something that's truly beautiful. And let me
There
go
you
over
go.
fitted. Yeah, so let me
There
go
you go,
over
folks.
fitted mind. Let me go
Divine
over fitted.
principles will be in the
Mm-hmm.
description below as well. All right, fit in mind. What we got for fit in mind?
All right, so fitted mind is it's not done yet, but it's a magazine, and it's
Okay.
about exploring. Um, it's about exploring fashion design, and the psychological impact of fashion and mass consumerism. So there's going to be interviews with fashion designers, fashion influencers. What else? Um, and just exploring just fashion in general and just design. That's what that magazine's about.
Yes, sir. Um, what was I gonna say? As well as Robert here has actually just started his journey. I say not too long ago. When you say you started this brand, like when the first thought came into your head of just having this vision.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? What do you still see? Where do you see yourself going with divine principles and fit in mind?
I see the divine principles. I see lots of different. Like what I want to do, I really I want to create my own studio for divine principles and also interview the people that I post on there um, because I always wanted to have very, very important conversations with those people and explore their own perception of reality when it comes to creating something that's truly beautiful. With it in mind, uh, I want to do the same exact thing, but we're talking about fashion. And I also want to create my own studio with it in mind as well. So that's it.
All right, yeah. All right. When did you start this? And like from the moment the thought came into your head, like
Uh, I can't really remember that. I don't know. I forget. I mean, I just had the idea, wrote it down on my notepad, and wanted to, because I saw no one else doing this. You don't see many different magazines or different Instagram pages talking about or wanting to talk about the importance of these different mediums. So I just decided to start these things because no one else is doing it.
All right. Like
Yeah.
I said, I'm cool with that, and I like that though. It's a nice
Mm-hmm.
platform. And when it gets, because it's gonna get going. Like,
Yeah.
feel
I
me? My
gotta plug
man's
in my
already
other ones too.
succeeds already.
Mm-hmm.
I'll plug in the
All right.
other ones.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So the other one is called Within You, and Within You is it's a clothing brand, and it's about our deepest desires, impulses, negative traits, positive traits, and it's about exploring the mind of the individual. And so I basically draw a design that caters toward the individual and our deepest desires, deepest darkest regrets. And that clothing brand is there to help people explore themselves, and that's the reason why it's called Within You.
Within
Uh,
you, divine
mhm.
principles fit in mind and within you. That is just for the folks that are listening and are
Mhm.
interested in finding out more. Links below. Anyways.
All right, I got one more.
Oh, you got
Uh,
more?
th-
Go ahead.
One more. Yeah, I got four, man. I got four.
Shit.
All right, the fourth one is Gallery of Origin.
I forgot about this one.
Yeah, yeah. Gallery of Origin is basically a photography page, and it's going to be my photography. And each like they're gonna have episodes to them. So they're gonna have 9 pictures, which is an episode, a section, and they're all gonna have their own individual meaning. And it's the same thing as the rest, exploring psychology, philosophy, and the individual's mind. And I'm going to be portraying that with photography. And I already have some things lined up for that, and I'm really excited to take some pictures. So yeah.
All right. I mean, this all sounds real beautiful and whatnot. And I know all these companies will succeed, no doubt in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just curious, what are some of your influences that got you even started to aim for this in the first place? Like, why do you want to do all these?
Uh, like, what do you mean by influences? Like people that I support, people that I. You
Yeah,
mean like that?
yeah,
I got
yeah,
you.
yeah. Like, yeah. What
I
keeps you
got you.
going? What even got you started in the first place? You know what I mean? With the music, for me, there was this a specific artist that really got me loving hip hop in general.
Hmm.
What got you loving the thought of this, making a platform like this?
Hmm. Okay, so I would have to go back to 2019. Yeah, 2019. So this is I'd say senior year in high school, and this is gonna be like a long story, but we have time, right? We have time.
You should be.
Yeah, we should have time. All
Or
right,
we
so
should.
I'm gonna cut it short as well. So, anyways, senior year, I felt lost. I felt like I wasn't really doing anything with my life. I was consuming a lot of content from Instagram, social media, YouTube, and there was no sense of meaning in my life.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do with my life at all. So I just dived deep into like entrepreneurship, and from that day, I just wanted to create stuff. I wanted to create my own clothing brand, dabble in photography, and dabble in videography. But I didn't have a vision. I just really love the idea of making money and becoming rich. This is like the first stage, right? This is the first stage.
Yeah.
That's the first stage. And so from that first stage, it was just let's just take some pictures. And my friends and I love the idea of creating a clothing brand and creating a photography Instagram, and it was called Official Lost Souls.
Hey, shout out
Yeah.
to whoever got that account right now. I don't know.
Daniel has the account, bro.
Oh, yeah.
He has the account.
Shout out to Dan. Shout out to all the people that that were on Lost Souls and whatnot.
Yeah. I can shout out the names if you want.
Nah.
No,
We don't gotta do all that.
All right. So
Respectfully though.
yeah, Official Lost Souls was a clothing brand, if you call it that. It wasn't even a clothing brand, but we wanted to be a clothing brand. And the idea for that was to take a lot of pictures and get better at photography and then create a clothing brand afterwards, which was a dumbass idea. That was a stupid idea that we had. It was very fun, and I learned a lot from it. I learned how to market my Instagram. I learned how to gain followers. I learned how to gain followers. I learned to talk to people who wanted to dabble in modeling. So I learned how to talk to people online and get them to come over to my brand and take pictures. I became a lot more social because if you're working in this business, you have to be you have to know how to work with.
Yeah.
You gotta know how to work with people. Yeah, you gotta know how to collab
and shit.
Yeah. So that was a great period in my life, but at the same time, it was very toxic because I had this obsession with becoming rich and making a lot of money, so I could buy stuff.
So you're doing more for the wrong reasons, would you say?
Yeah. I would want like buy clothes, buy a big house, buy a lot of cars, and like I said, I didn't have a vision for anything. I just wanted to create stuff, and so I'm really glad that the pandemic happened. It's wrong to say that, but
I'm glad. You got it. I get it.
I know, but it's still kind of wrong because of all the death that's happened. But at the same time, if the pandemic never happened, then I probably would never quit Lost Souls and also take the account for myself. And I'm glad that I spent time in the house for a long time because it gave me a chance to reflect on myself.
Yep, within all that time alone and that in solitude and whatnot, you really get to understand the being you are if you put that in. And that's why I like the pandemic as well. Like, although, there was cons and whatnot, but before that time on our hands, the growth I've seen, my visions and my character skyrocketed on me. Like,
of course,
skyrocketed. And around this time that you were talking about, this is when we first met, right? Like,
it was,
yeah. Oh, if you didn't know, folks, me and Rob, both from Jersey.
Yes, sir.
Trenton. We met off Lost Souls, actually. I just reached out, and I was at the beginning of my music career. When I was whack, but I was still, and I reached out.
You were a whack, bro. You know, you had potential. You had potential.
I had potential, just getting started.
Yeah.
And I just reached out to him because I don't know. I just like what he stood for. That's one thing about Rob. He always got like a reason why he's doing what he's doing. There's intention behind it, and it's always good. So I say progressive. Yeah.
It was really weird because even though I stood for the wrong things, like I wanted a lot of money and I wanted to buy a lot of material stuff, I still had that deep desire to help people with what I was creating. So it was an interesting contradiction with me and Lost Souls because I wanted to make a lot of money so I can buy stuff. At the same time, I wanted to create like beautiful images to help people and to inspire people. But it's such a weird contradiction. It's such a weird mixture because you can't really get anything done if you have that type of contradiction. You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because then your morals get like they cross paths, and now you pick a road. Which one will you go with? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You take the loss of money just to benefit others, or are you gonna say fuck other people and just take, you know what I mean, more pocket,
Yeah.
more cash?
hmm I was in between that line. It was a very weird time. Like even though it was a great time, it was also a very weird time because the people that I was working with, uh, and these were friends, great friends that I had for since middle school. Uh, they didn't have the same vision as I did, even though I still never had a vision.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I mean, it was a vision, but I didn't know what to create. I didn't know how
Uh,
to. I didn't know how to produce that vision.
was it okay? Okay, I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah, yeah. So I had the vision in mind. I knew I wanted to help people with what I was creating, but I didn't know what to create. And I could say confidently that my friends, my business partners that were working with me with Lost Souls, they didn't have a vision either, but they just wanted to create a clothing brand because it seemed very cool. They wanted to
Yeah.
make they wanted to make money because it seemed very cool. It was a hot
Yeah,
topic at the
it's
time.
a cool idea, you know what I mean? The thought of it sounds nice, but
Yeah.
who's really gonna put in that effort?
hmm
Then time just tells with that. But all
Exactly.
right.
Yeah. There was no meaning behind it. I just wanted to create this thing because it was cool, but at the same time, I had this vision that I wanted to help people, but I didn't know what to do.
Mm,
So the pandemic happened, like I said, and I had time to reflect on everything. Lost my friends, sadly. I did lose my friends.
no, it
Lost,
happens.
yeah,
It's a
it happens. Yeah,
sacrifice.
it
It's
happens.
a
And
sacrifice.
mhm.
Oh, go ahead. My bad.
and so, sorry, you're good. And so I came up with the idea of making my own clothing brand because the majority of our ideas came from me for Lost Souls, like locations, the project names, how we let's say structure our posts for Lost Souls. That all came from me,
Yeah.
and they did ship in ideas, and I give them credit for that. But at the same time, they weren't as passionate about Lost Souls as I was, even though they still did help out and did help me create some beautiful images. Like I still give credit to all the models that participated in Lost Souls.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, all the models, yeah, bro. Like they were good models. I posed them in the best ways, and they would even offer up their own poses and own ideas. And I love that because, like I said, you need collaboration when it comes to creating something that's really beautiful. You need people to create something that's out of reach, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wanted to create my own clothing brand. I was I was scared because I thought it would fail and I thought I wouldn't create anything good.
Damn.
But I have some designs before me for Within You, so I'm fine. Uh, but during this period, it was this definitely a test of who I was as a person, and I saw many different, let's say, toxic traits that I needed to get rid of, and I still
About that.
struggle. Yeah, I still struggle today to even work on that because there are times where those toxic traits, like for example, comparing yourself to somebody or um, always thinking about the future and never being in the present moment. Like those are very toxic traits that
Mm,
people should work on, and I still struggle with that. I'm getting better, but I still struggle with it. But I'm glad that
I think we all do at points, so
Mhm.
never kick yourself for that as well.
Yeah.
We all got our moments.
hmm But
You think you gotten better at it? Though?
yeah, definitely, I think so. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Seem like
Because
it.
you feel like you got better at it, like being in the present moment.
Hell yeah, man. I'm tired of the
Yeah.
past. And
Yeah.
and the future is now, you feel me? So
hmm
what I do now is
Exactly.
basically my future right here. This right
hmm
here. This is my
This right here, the present moment right here. We're talking to each other right now. This is the present moment. This is the future right here.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
I don't gotta worry about what doesn't exist. because like it doesn't exist. Like
it doesn't exist exactly. All right.
But it will.
Yeah, it will. It will. Yeah, yeah. It depends on what you do right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So within you, I created some designs. They were very old designs, and they were good, but they weren't good enough. Um, and I didn't have a lot of money to my name, so I couldn't really buy samples. And my parents wouldn't let me like buy stuff because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
So it was all just research. But in that time, it was really hard just to research because you want to do stuff. And it's like this voice in your brain. I'm sorry, not brain. It's this voice in your mind that it's this inner critic in you that's telling you like you're not doing shit, like you're not doing anything. Like, what are you doing? Why are you researching this? And I would always have that inner critic in me, and it would bum me out because I would research stuff and then I wouldn't, and then it would feel like I'm not doing anything. But I was doing something. I was researching how to create beautiful things. You know, like whether it be photography, filmmaking, writing scripts, or whatever I want to do. So I was doing things. You know, I was actually how they say being productive. Even though I like saying that, I could say I could say creating, or I could say play, because this is play to me. You know, like drawing, design. It's play. Man. Exactly, it's play.
I get it. Though. We're making music. It's like I'm
fun.
not working.
Yeah.
But I love doing this. Don't feel like work.
Exactly.
Just enjoying life for real. That's
the best part about just playing is that what you like, the things that you play with, which sounds so wrong, but the thing that you play, it can actually help people. Yeah, you can actually help people with what you play with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nothing sexual. Nothing sexual. Yeah, nothing sexual.
I wasn't thinking like that. There might have been some folks who did, but you go around. All right.
So, continue, sir.
Oh no, I was just wondering if there's anything that you want to say specifically to let the audience know before we head off. You know what I mean?
Oh,
say your message, give the last bit of your story, anything.
Like, I'll tell them the last bit of the story, and then I'll finish off with everything and how it all connects. Is that fine?
Bet.
All right. So within that period of the pandemic, I researched a lot of stuff from filmmaking, from script writing, to photography, graphic design, coding, and during that time, I learned a lot. And if you fast forward to 2021, there are things happening now for sure, because now we got vaccines out now. I got my vaccine, so and I have about like 4 more days until I can actually hang out with friends. Because if you didn't know this, I couldn't go outside because I didn't have my vaccine. I couldn't hang out with friends. The only thing I could do was work. That's about it. My parents
was like, fuck.
Yeah, like, nah, you can't hang out with friends. You can't do it. We don't trust you. And I'm really glad. Yeah, I'm really glad now that I got my vaccine, because now I can talk to you in person. I can hang out with you in person. I can do whatever I want, bro. I can drive around. And this year is going to be amazing, especially this summer, because I can hang out with anyone I want. I can make connections that will help me bring my vision to life and help many people. And that's what I want. So.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's what we all want for you as well. Because, you know, we supportive as a motherfucker out here.
Yes, sir.
But any last words for the people at home?
Yeah.
Remember about you. Check something out.
Yeah. I'm gonna do my plugins real quick. real quick.
Go ahead.
All right. So follow Divine Principles at Divine Principles on Instagram. Follow at Fitted Mind on Instagram, and follow at Within You _ on Instagram, and also follow at Gallery of Origin on Instagram. You will find all my content on 4 of those pages. And I'm not going to promise you that that's going to help you, but I think it has the potentiality to help you
There
with,
you go.
yeah, I think it has the potential to help you see things differently in life. So yeah, that's about it. My name is Robert Stoddard, and also you can follow me on Instagram. My personal account is underscore the originator on Instagram, and that's it. Yeah.
Yep. I should have all the links to that in the description below.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
folks. Thanks for tuning in. This was the homie Rob, Divine Principles for the Mind within Young Graphic. I fucked the last one. Damn, almost had it. But yeah, if you enjoyed, just drop a like on the video. Show support in some way with your phone. Check out my website. We'll have some more info on there. And wish you all peace and blessings. And thank you for tuning in on
Peace.
HOMECAST.